to start this off, it wouldn't be a Cinna Q&A without somebody asking a question that I should have saw coming. What your favorite anime is exactly how they worded it. I am going to leave it how they wrote it. Just to show. I want you guys to know that when I was setting up this stream, I actually was wearing an Attack on Titan shirt and I deliberately changed it. Because my whole main focus was I was going to say, I am not a weeb. And then I realized I was wearing an Attack on Titan shirt and it didn't help my case. I think one of my favorite animes is Attack on Titan. I'm so sorry. I think it is. I know everybody's going to say, wow, Cinna, that's so basic. That's the most basic thing you could have picked. Yeah, probably. But I love Attack on Titan. I think it's so good. I don't get anybody that doesn't like it. Like, I'm like, I know people that like don't like it and they go, it's too mainstream. And I'm like, I don't know, man. Do you put on your hipster hat and you go on Crunchyroll and you're like, which anime only has 100 views? Like, I don't feel like that does, like, I feel like it's mainstream because it's good, right? How did you know that streaming and YouTube is something that you wanted to pursue? Okay. This is a weird question for me because I don't think that there was ever a point I wanted to pursue it. I'm going to be honest with you. There was never a point where I said, I wanted to pursue this. It was more so I was doing this for fun and I just fell into it. The only time I ever felt like I took a leap of faith to pursue it was when I left my full-time job. And leaving my full-time job was to pursue it, but it also dealt more with my mental health. When I left my job, it was more so about the fact that I was so depressed because I would get off of work. I would go to work at 7 a.m. I would get off of work at 5, and then I would stream every day until, 11 or 12, and then I would go to bed and do it over and over and over again all week long. And it was not good for me. And it wasn't good for me to continue that pattern for as many months as I did. But I realized I could still make money doing what I do now. And again, I kind of fell into it. I'm very lucky to have what I have. So, Of your friends, who did you become the closest with the fastest? All right, so I'm assuming that you mean my friend group that I typically play games with, which is Rhyme, and all of them. And I would say that the person I became close with the fastest was Rhyme. I knew Dion before I knew Rhyme, but Rhyme and I actually became close friends very quickly. I think that Rhyme is one of the nicest and most well-intended people I've ever met. And I think of any of my friends, Rhyme, get the fuck out of my chat, Rhyme. Rhyme, get the fuck out of my chat. I'm saying stuff nice about you. Jesus. All right, anyways. I think he's one of the most well-intended people I've ever met. And I have a lot of love for him. Rhyme, stop fucking typing in my chat. Jesus Christ, you're pissing me off. Stop. But yeah, I love that guy. That guy is awesome. What really happened at the hot tub in Vegas? Okay, first of all, if you're referring to the clip to which M told that me, BB, and M showered together, yes. Yes, we did. But let me explain, because everybody made that so weird. Chat, we literally were just all getting back from the pool. We were all in our bikinis and we said, great, we'll just all jump in the shower because it was easier to just take a shower. But none of us, nothing happened. Nothing weird happened that I'd tell you about. So, I'm kidding. I'm joking. I'm joking. Relax. I'm joking. Chat, if you don't shower with your homies, you know what I mean? You gotta save water. I was thinking about Vegas. My intentions were good there, okay? I was only thinking about Vegas. They're in the middle of a desert, I gotta help them out somehow. I gotta do my part. Come on, chat. Jesus Christ. Any advice for anyone starting out streaming and or content creations? Okay, content creations was just really funny to write that. My advice to you is just to do it. Just do it. Listen, I sound like Nike, right? Just do it. But like, you can sit there and try to plan out every way in which you can go live. You can try to plan it out all day long. If you really want to do something, just take a leap of faith and try it. If it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. One of the things I'm trying to realize is over planning is a form of procrastination. Basically, when I was like starting out streaming and stuff like that, I would try to over plan, like, oh, I'm trying to do this and I'm trying to do that. But realistically, all it ended up doing was it made me push back going live. You know, people always get talked into doing a bunch of other extra steps that they don't need to do. Going live and starting content creation is as simple as downloading OBS and clicking the go live button. It's that simple. And people will overplan for 1,000,001 ways in which they could, but they don't need to, right? Because you could just try it and figure it out as you go. And I think that's what I did, and it worked out for me. And listen, I'm still trying to figure it out. So there you go. What is your nationality / ethnicity? I am Black, white, and Japanese. My mother is white and Japanese, and my father is Black. Okay? I am 50% Black, 20% Japanese, 20% white. So the math isn't mathing? What do you mean? 50, 25, 25. Oh, I said 2020. Oh, I meant 50, 25, 25. My bad. I am 50% Black, 25% white, 25% Japanese. That's what it is. How has your mental health been affected after switching to YouTube or to streaming in YouTube? To be honest with you, I don't know. I know that sounds like a bad answer, right? But the reason I say this is because I feel like streaming has been going well, and at the same time, it's been eye-opening. And I think that is very confusing for me in my current state. I think what comes with streaming is you don't grow and you're just like, everybody loves me and I'm so happy. In fact, what I've realized is the more I've grown, the more people are outwardly open about the fact that they dislike me and they very much want me to know. On top of that, it opens up more doors for more criticism of everything I do in ways where I never thought that I would be criticized. It has affected my own mental health in ways that I didn't expect. I question the outfits that I wear on stream more than I ever thought I would care to. I am constantly split between, am I being criticized because I'm wearing something that's this, or am I too much of this? And I go through these things that I think I always told myself I would not care about, and now I do. But it's because it is so put in my face, right? Like I'm kind of forced to care. If I don't, then am I invalid for listening to people's criticisms, you know? And that's not just on my clothes, that's on my content, that's on everything. It's everything I do, I think, is criticized more than I would like. And in the same way, I also think that in my own personal life, I've talked about this. I have a big disconnect from my accomplishments. I don't do well with acknowledging my own accomplishments. I know that. Rhyme gets very mad at me because I do this. And in the process of dealing with the criticisms, it feels weird to be very focused on the negatives and also at the same time be trying to focus on the positives, but I don't have the ability to. I think it's weird. My mental health has been good and yet bad. And it's a mix of both, which I think is very confusing. It's very confusing to me. I don't know how else to say that. I hope that I'm explaining that correctly. This is, how do you handle jealousy as a content creator, as content creators especially? It's definitely hard seeing our friends do better than us sometimes if we want them to thrive as well. No. To be honest with you, I don't think I am jealous of any of my content creator friends that do well. I think it's one thing to be jealous of, like, I don't know, relationship stuff or anything like that. But I have had friends that have blown up past me in the content creator sphere. And the only reason I don't feel jealousy is because I realize that my success is not measured upon my friends. Because I've seen my friends do really great things in this content sphere, and I want that for them. Because I feel like if you remove other people's... Let me give you advice, chat. If you remove other people's success from your own self-worth, you will not feel jealous of them. I don't think you will. Because you will realize that who the fuck cares what they're doing? You should be happy for them, and then you should focus on your own stuff so you can get your own work done. That's it. I feel like that's a really simple thing. If I came to pick you up, where would you like to go? Probably to the police station. Because if you came to pick me up, I would say that I don't fucking know you. So yeah, but probably to the police station so I could turn you in. That's just me. Please don't come and pick me up. Please do not. I don't know you. I don't want you to pick me up. Thank you. Do you really watch anime? Yes, I do. Do I watch the animes that I meme? No, which is half the time why when you see a video from me, it's a blind reaction. Half the time when you see a video from me, it's a blind reaction. I watch very basic animes, stuff that I like. Chat, stop calling me a weeb. I'm not a weeb, okay? I like Attack on Titan. I like Naruto. I liked One Piece when I did watch it for like the fucking 50 episodes I did watch it 5 years ago. I liked it. I thought it was good. And other than that, I'm not really... I don't watch, like, I don't go on Crunchyroll and watch a bunch of animes. In fact, if you want to see my Crunchyroll account, you want to see it? Attack on Titan, Attack on Titan, Attack on Titan. I told you guys, I just started rewatching Attack on Titan for the 3rd time. There's no Beastars videos, chat. I'm not a furry. And the fact that you even know, okay, the fact that you even ask for Beastars, I assume you watch it. That's the biggest self-report I've ever seen. Have you ever had a I made it moment when it comes to streaming? No. No. I don't think I ever will. I don't think any streamer ever does. Ever. Maybe sometimes like Ludwig or somebody who hosts a specific event where it's like a big show. But most streamers, I would say, don't ever have that at all. Because you're constantly looking for the next best thing that you can do. And that's kind of what the name of the industry is, right? You never really peak. And even when you do everything you can to not peak. So I feel like for me, I've never really had an I made it moment when it comes to streaming. And also, I don't think I've made it at all. I have a long way to go, you know? And a lot of cool things that I want to do that I want to work towards doing. So, oh my God. Chat, why did you send this one? Dude, I would say that I handled it, I think, the best way anybody could. I told my ex, because he was the one who did me wrong in the breakup, that I forgave him. And I meant it. I genuinely did mean it. I think that holding grudges is a bad thing to do. And I think it makes the other person win when you do that. So, I told my ex that I forgave him. And I said, I am never taking you back. So, I hope that you enjoy your life. And I left it at that. And I'm genuinely very happy that I did that. Even though I've been sad and it's affected like my mental health a lot, for sure it has. At the same time, I will say, anybody that ever went to hang out with my ex and would come back to me would say, well, he had nothing bad to say about you. If it makes you feel better, he had only nice things to say about you. And I would say to that, yeah, probably, because I didn't do anything wrong. You know what I mean? And he knows that he did stuff that was wrong. And I don't really care whether or not he said nice things about me or bad things about me, because at the end of the day, I walked away being a good person and keeping my dignity. I am very happy that I stepped away the way that I did in my breakup, because I think that there are plenty of bad things that I could turn around and say. There are plenty of ways that I could have handled it to get back at my ex that were probably avenues that temporarily would have made me feel good. But long term, I feel better because I know that I'm not a bad person. And the ways that I would get back at him were things that I think bad people would do. And I don't want to be a bad person. So I am happy that I stayed true to myself. What is the best and worst part about your job? The worst part is also a part of the best part for me. The amount of people that depend on me and criticize me. And I hate to say that because I think people will take that as like, oh, the people are the worst part. But I think sometimes or a lot of ways, the people are the best part, right? I love my chat. But also, holy shit. Yeah, I feel like a lot of times, the worst part is the criticism. The worst part is the expectations from people. And it really fucking sucks. It sucks. It sucks that like I have people who like I don't know. I don't know if I want to dive into this. I think it is too much expectation that people put on me to be at the top of my game and also be available and also be perfect, and also look good, and also be happy, and also be this, and also be funny, and also put out videos, and also be entertaining, and also make sure that you've got this and that. It's a lot. It's a lot. And it is so fucking much to be on a fucking pedestal, and everybody criticizes everything you do. Like, and on top of that, they not only criticize everything you do, but they take all fucking day. All day. I'm gonna say it. It's all day. And it's like, holy shit, if for 1 second I want to turn around and be like, I'm not good, people are like, well, wait, why aren't you good? Okay, well, can we see you get there? Because you're really just putting a damper on the stream. And I go, holy fucking shit. Like, I don't just sit on stream and power down. I feel like it has only made me, and that's why I say it's one of the worst parts of my job. It has unfortunately put a strain on a lot of things in my life because of the fact that I am so constantly asked to be pulled in every direction that I have become so reclused, I guess you could say. I more so have just been so much more in my shell because for a brief moment in time, I want everyone to just leave me the fuck alone because everyone is looking at everything I do under a microscope. And it sucks. It sucks. I feel like I used to not be like that as much as I am now because of the fact that I love everyone that I interact with almost all the time. And I typically do. But god damn, do you know how frustrating it is to have like 500 plus people get upset with you about like things that like you're like, I'm not even doing anything wrong, right? Like, I'm not even doing anything wrong. You just didn't like something that I did on stream. That isn't even a thing that like you would really be mad about in the day to day, but you're just mad about it because you watch me every day. You know, you wouldn't even care if it was one of your friends, but you care because you have access to care when it's me. I think that's different, which is why like when I get off stream, especially in the past few months, and a lot of our friends do this too, I just go MIA. I don't respond to people and I shut down, but it's because I really just want to be left alone half the time. I really just want to do my thing and have my fun. And when I get off, you know what I mean? I do what I gotta do. And I feel like that has been the worst part about my job. Because at the same time, I think I've always wanted it to be the best part of my job because I also fucking love interacting with people. That's why I do that. You know, this is why I do what I do. I love interacting with people. I love entertaining. It's just a balance, you know? It's just a balance that has to come with everything. And I think it'll work itself out over time. It'll probably get worse before it gets better, but you know, it is what it is. Do you ever want to start a family? Did my grandma write this? Dude, my grandma literally asked me the other day, so when are you gonna have kids? I don't even get laid. What do you mean, when am I gonna have kids? The next time I leave my house, grandma, which is never. What do you mean? Like, what? That is so crazy. Holy shit. Chat, come on, dude. Why is this the next one? What has been the hardest goodbye in your life so far? What? Who reached into their like insanely deep journal and pulled this question? My hardest goodbye in my life so far, I think, if I'm being honest, was my breakup with my ex. I think it was probably my hardest. I was with him for 5 years. And it was probably, I don't like talking about it because it makes me sad. It makes me cry, and I don't like crying. That's so dumb. I'm not even crying because right now I'm like, damn, I wish I could talk to him. That's not at all why I get like that at all. I think that the reason why that one was the hardest for me was because I did not see it coming, and the way that it happened, which I think was a horrible, horrible thing that I would not wish on my worst enemy ever. Jesus Christ, really sucked. But it also sucked because him and I were like best friends for years. So, you know, it is what it is. But I also say it's been my hardest goodbye because I think it changed who I am as a person in good ways and in other ways that really suck. And I've just kind of had to live with that, if that makes sense. But again, Let me say, don't coddle me, chat. I'm good. I'm good. This was just, it's supposed to be an honest answer, right? You wanted an honest answer, so there you go. I think that was one of my hardest ones because I think that you can always expect that like people are shitty, but you don't expect it from like the people closest to you. You know what I mean? And I think that was the hard thing for me, was just not seeing that would go that way. And then when it went that way, it was very hard to accept. But at the same time, I can't necessarily say it was a horrible thing, because I don't think that I would be where I was in my career if the things that happened to me back then did not happen to me now. I don't think that I would have, because I also got back really into like streaming, because I streamed all the time and it was really good. You know what I mean? So I really enjoyed that a lot. Oh God, it was too emotional. I did not like that. I did not like that. So on some real shit, does anyone that watches you have a chance of dating you? If they had the chance, with a typo. Let me just say this. If you watch me with the intent to dating me, get out of my chat. I've said this a lot. And everybody always goes, minus 200 viewers. And then every time they say that, I never lose viewers. So, yikes. Point is, you listen, 5 of you can leave and another 20 of you will come in. I don't know how to hurt people's feelings more than that. And I know my chat will meme all day, right? But genuinely, if you are ever watching me just because you think, oh, hot girl, I want to date her, and then you spam my DMs, get out of my chat, and I don't want you here, because I don't want people to watch me because of that. I want people to watch me because I make good content, and I think that I do. So, you know, maybe if we met in a bar somewhere and we were genuinely good friends, that's how I would pick on dating somebody. I would never, like, see someone in my chat named Dillhole55 and go, man, but Dillhole55 was typing so nice to me today. Like, that is not the type of logic that any woman on Twitch will ever have, you know? It just won't happen. Dillhole55 was really sweet to me today. He called me pretty. Like, I've never thought that that was going to be like, wow, I should DM them my number. Like, I don't do it. I don't do it. Giga Chad's Dillhole55. Exactly. Does streaming ever discourage you from getting into relationships? Yeah. Because why are you dying of cringe? Chat, stop typing dies of cringe. It's not cringe. I am married to the money. Okay, all memes aside, chat, I could get a date if I wanted to, but I'm married to the bag, okay? I'm married to the bag. What's the problem? Me and money have a good relationship. Why do I need to involve a man or woman? I'm good. I'm good. Stop dying of cringe. Stop dying of cringe. What do you mean? Why are you copiuming me? Chat, right now, if I wanted to, I could go get a date. My car's just always broken down, so I'm not gonna leave my house. That's all I'm saying. Jesus.